everyone, welcome to my session. My topic is exploring affordances offered by VR in a language classroom. This presentation will be useful for K-12 educators, curriculum designers, instructional designers to better understand what VR looks like in a language learning classroom. You will gain ideas of how educational applications leverage VR technology to provide a safe yet fun place for language learners to practice their speaking. In this presentation, I will talk about purpose of this study, problem of learning, and the contribution of VR, theoretical framework, research method, data collection and analysis, drawbacks, and takeaways. The purpose of this study is to explore affordances offered by VR in the field of language teaching and learning, and what unique learning experience that students may have that a traditional classroom lacks. It focuses on how VR technology can make language learning more authentic, engaging, and student-centered. It is imperative that VR should be given a fair chance at proving itself to be a unique educational tool, which has the potential to bring new dimensions to language learning while supporting students' active engagement. Language learning is challenging. For example, there are limited time for authentic conversation in a classroom. Classrooms have distractions that inhibit concentration and sustained focus. Students are not engaged learners in the classroom. Teachers have difficulties to provide authentic experiences for all students. With VR's unique features, such as embodied learning environment, sensory immersion that allows students to step inside the synthetic world, it provides opportunities for encouragement that is non-judgmental and engaging in a language learning. Also, it reduces the fear or embarrassment from making mistakes when practice speaking. Students can have more opportunities for repetition, authentic and personalized experiences to meet each student's needs. This study aims to use VR to the test in a subject-specific classroom setting. There is insufficient in-depth research on how high-end immersive VR tool has been used in a particular field. Most research has focused on conducting meta-analysis of a VR tool and applied it to an education subject in general. To date, there is a limited amount of research that puts VR to the test in a subject-specific classroom setting. Therefore, further research is urgently needed to address VR in particular field or context. In order to help better understand what VR looks like in a language learning classroom, we conducted a research by using a VR language application called Goshen in a grade 7 and 8 English language learning classroom. Goshen is a VR language learning application. It combines artificial intelligence-powered characters and virtual reality to create dynamic conversations through natural language process for learners. Due to the complete immersion and student-centered components, it provides learners with a pathway to fluency because it opens community engagement, acceptance, self-confidence, as well as educational opportunities. I would like to share a video while students were practicing their language in VR.
I found you, Susan. Where were you the night the painting got? Alright.
Can you tell me about Garcia?
What was the painting of? Do you think Garcia would steal the painting from you?
Are you friends with Susan?
Do you want the painting? Is Susan jealous of Nikki?
Did you end up seeing the painting? Garcia was here last night.
Who is the owner of the painting?
Garcia, did Charlie steal the painting?
Has Nikki used Susan's computer?
Do you think Charlie or Garcia is more likely to steal the painting? How well do you know Susan?
We use a repeated method to discover both students and teachers' perceptions of the use and value of having VR in language classroom. From investigating the affordances and constraints of VR language application as a learning tool that is capable of adapting and responding to different learner needs. A key question is, at what extending point can VR enable student-directed experiences that lead to authentic learning, language fluency, self-confidence, and increased classroom engagement? Collectively, the participants identified what their VR experiences had offered for their learning development, challenging their critical thinking skills by questioning the ways they use technologies and gained both speaking and listening skills. From the feedback we collected from 27 students and the teacher, it concludes that VR learning environment can be controlled in a third dimension media, simulations, and powerful ways for learners. The teacher of the students in the study also participated by observing their students' engagement in the VR application and noticed how it can benefit their language learning. The first question we asked the teacher is, do you think it could be effective to implement VR sessions for language learning in the classroom? He responded, yes, I think that VR technology would be beneficial for English language learning students. It would create a fun avenue for using English in a safe environment. We then followed up with the question, what might be potential benefits or opportunities of using VR for teaching and learning in the classroom? He stated, benefits of using VR in the classroom would be introducing a safe way of learning and developing critical thinking skills. At this point of the discussion, some of the potential drawbacks and disadvantages of employing VR as a teaching tool in a language classroom must also be addressed. The most obvious challenge is the price. Second, teachers require training on how to use this new tool. Another drawback to VR is to provide a practical VR curriculum and pedagogy resources to support teachers to implement VR technology in a classroom. Also, VR isn't always easily accessible. It always requires headsets. A meaningful educational experience should be available to everyone. In addition, there is little research available on the usage of VR in education as compared to other educational technology topics. It would be meaningful to conduct deeper studies of virtual learning environments. Most of all, VR is not meant to replace existing teaching methods, materials, and tools. Rather, it is intended to be employed to supplement, complement, and enhance them. Thank you for attending.